Hey everyone, welcome back to another Big Ambitions video. Today I realized that we have so much money and yet we still live in our car. So let's change that. I've checked the map just scouting for opportunities and came across this lovely building with an amazing traffic index at 48. And for those of you who are new, traffic index is very important because it basically dictates how many people your store will be able to accommodate. And in this game, buildings come and go. Some companies might surface and take over, while others might go bankrupt. So what I'm trying to say is that the game is in a constant state of change, and I don't want to lose out on this beautiful building. So before starting the search for a place to live and call home, I figured it wouldn't hurt to expand our clothing stores and have another cash infusion going for us. So without thinking too much about it, I quickly rented out the place, branded it, and set it for success. This would be your standard 1000 square meters building, and the idea here is to make a quick turnaround on profit, so let's use the interior installation firm and get this going. Since we do have a lot of money to spare, I chose the expensive version of this shop. And just quickly fast forwarding to the next day, and let's check out what it looks like. In my honest opinion, I would rate this a 5 out of 10, and that's coming from me, a person who lacks in the creativity department. You may think I'm a bit harsh, but I gave it the score because it just does the bare minimal, which is to populate it with the clothing racks and assigning clothing items in such a way that our building capacity is sitting at max. So that's a nice thing that the game does for us. It is also nice that all storage shelves are populated to capacity, and we also have cleaning supplies, so that saves us a trip or two. But from a design perspective, I'm just not feeling it. And luckily we can easily change that. I've also noticed that the game defaulted into choosing cashiers for this build, and I've mentioned this in other videos as well. If you can afford it, always go for the checkout counters. I get that in some places it might not make sense aesthetically, in which case a cash register will do the trick. I've done this myself for a few times, but logistically speaking, you will need more people to operate cashiers than checkout counters, and it's just because they can serve more customers per hour. So in our case, we're replacing 6 cashiers with 2 checkout counters. Or in other words, instead of needing 24 people to operate 6 cashiers in a non-stop 24/7 format, we now only need 8. So from 24 to 8. I would say that is a huge difference, which translates into our profits. So here we are with the deliveries at our doorstep. We just need to pack the counters and cashiers because we can still make some money back by selling them, and replace them with the brand new checkout counters. And part of my little upgrades here are the camera systems, just making sure we have all the store covered, and some speakers for a nice ambiance. I realized I could not see the grid on the wall due to the white paint, so here I've decided to start repainting the shop altogether in a more happy fashion. So for the walls I went with the red brick design, and I figured I should keep the floor in a somewhat bright color. Just finishing up the speaker placements here. And for our next stage, we need to assign a few customer service agents to our checkout counters, as well as a couple of people for the cleaning shifts and the security shifts as well. And since we made a great decision of swapping the cashiers to counters, we only have to do this 8 times as opposed to 24. And yes, I know you can use the autofill button, but it's not as efficient as I would like it to be. So I would still have to do some minor tweaks since this is a 24/7 store, in which case I just prefer to do it manually. And time to set up some ridiculous prices. After all, we are in the posh Midtown area. And check in a few stats. So far so good. Our store seems to be getting much love. Our headhunter just managed to find some suitable candidates for the security position, so let's add them as well. After a few checks in our insight screen, I saw there was room for improvement with regards to our pricing. And if the demand is there, it would be silly not to take advantage of it and increase the prices. And that's how the real world works as well, sadly. I want this store to reach its potential faster, so I'm gonna make use of the marketing campaigns, in the form of large billboards and large internet campaigns. This way I'm making all the steps to ensure maximum profits. And just after a couple of days, we are already making 60k per day in profits. And now that we are done with this little expansion project, we can focus on getting ourselves a place we can call home. So on the map here, let's change the filters for the first time to residential and have a little browse. Really exciting news here to see that with update 0.3 there are so many options to choose from. I remember before this update there were just a handful, especially in Midtown. I mean, look at this, so many tiny houses and big houses, it's just a sea of options. Out of curiosity, I just want to see what it would cost us if we were to buy it outright. Yeah, I can't even pronounce that number. I don't even want to know how much time it would take to reach that even. Let's check another one. This one right here is actually one of my favorites, and it's also crazy expensive. Maybe in Murray Hill it would be different? Nope, not really. So it seems to me that we have the illusion of choices, but when it comes down to actually buying, it's just not there. Even Garment District is like 26 million, which is crazy expensive for the area that the houses are in. Hell's Kitchen is no different either. I mean, if you want to find a decent building that you actually like, you're gonna spend a fortune on it. So it goes without saying that for the moment we'll have to put our dream on a pause, because it's not gonna happen. But what I want to do is actually give it a try to buy something that's not too expensive and rent it out and see what kind of profits we can make from that. And for the place we'll call home, it's most likely gonna be rented, because I want to get something that I really enjoy. And for me would be that tall building in Midtown, which costs whatever astronomical 5 billion or something. So until that happens, we're gonna rent. So while browsing around, I saw this building that kind of piqued my interest, and I'm looking forward to actually make an offer for it and maybe we can buy it. So it's actually this little clothing store right here, Just Jeans, and I want to see if we make some offers, if we can get it. So let's start with 25 million and lowball it a little bit. It's not happening. 26, no, 2650 maybe, if I can type. It's 2660, 70, 80, 90, hey, 27, 2750, no, 2760, 70, 80, 90. Okay, now we're going over 28 million maybe. No, we're going way over 28, maybe 29 million. Oh my god. Okay, not 40, Jesus. 30, yeah, okay. So we went a little bit over, but I think it has potential. The location is not too bad. It's in Hell's Kitchen, so I don't really know what to expect. But with the right adjustments on rent price, we should be able to make some money. And that's it, it's ours now. Should be good. Traffic index at 40, 30 max customer capacity. It's a mid-sized building. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on that, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and rent out this beautiful, beautiful apartment. And just like that, we now have it. So let's go ahead and drive over, check it out. And I think for this build, I'm just gonna use the interior installation firm and choose a nice design. And then the easiest way, and I think the most efficient way, would be just to change the furniture color or the walls and ceilings to something that we actually enjoy. So this is what it looks like. It's a decent sized apartment. It's not the biggest, mind you. There is one that is actually quite significantly larger than this. And if you're into that kind of thing, go for it. I just don't see necessarily a point, because this game is all about moving around, scouting places for business, driving around a lot. So I don't really find a necessity in renting out a larger space. I just do it right now because I'm tired to be living in the car after 267 days. So let's go ahead and pay a visit to New Gem Interiors. I believe these are the guys that specialize especially in apartments, so they don't do anything else but this. And based on the size of our building, we should be able to find a few nice options. And here we are, so let's just park the car and pay a visit to these guys. You can use the preview terminals to check out the designs. And And I forgot the size of our building, which is... where is it? There we go. So it's an L1 type of building. So we go L1 and we have two types of designs. We got the modern, which looks pretty basic, pretty nice. It's a solid kind of design. And the rustic. Okay. So the rustic one I think has a bit more vegetation, which I like. I do like plants. I think they make the place feel more more alive. So let's check out the modern again. Yeah, so there's definitely the large planter box in the hallway is missing, and instead we have some chairs. And the bedroom is slightly different, but the planter box is in the bedroom. Yeah. All in all, I think I'm gonna go with the rustic one. And I'm not a fan of the painting designs of the walls and ceilings. But like I said, I think the best and most efficient way is to use these guys, because at the end of the day they all do the heavy lifting, carry all the sofas and all the mattresses and all the stuff that makes a house feel like a home, if you will. And we can change the colors of these things later on to something that we actually like. So let's drive over to our apartment and we can fast forward and see what it looks like. Well, no surprises here. It looks exactly like the preview. So let's get started with some changes. For the floors, I want to change this to something more welcoming. Maybe this. No, it's too brown. I like it, but it's not the right kind of shade. Maybe something lighter. Maybe something completely black. Yeah, I might go with a black floor. Yeah, I think that looks the best. And let's see what other options we have here for the kitchen. We can go with this, a nice white marble style kitchen. I think that's okay. And for the equipment room, the training room, we can do, I want some soft flooring, but I want it, this one looks quite right. But I want a funky color, so yeah, let's do this red. I don't know if it's soft or not. I think the other one definitely was softer, but I will take it. And for the bedroom, something that will put me to sleep and also will make me feel nice. So let's do so many choices. Let's do this white one. I think the texture means that it's like a carpet, but gray I think looks best. Yeah, so let's do this gray one. And then for the walls in our living room, I want this to feel more alive. Let's see what this looks like. Eee. Why did they make the this pattern? It's like halfway up. If it was a bit lower, I think it would have looked better anyway. Yeah, the TV is right in the middle between those. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So let's change it. Well, because we have a dark floor, these colors don't really pop. So I think we'll need something that's a bit more happy. This is perfect for a kitchen, actually. Look at that. It's great. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll keep that for the kitchen, definitely. And for the living room, no, this one's not good either. So you see, this is what I go through when I do my designs for my businesses. It's just that I fast forward it, so you don't have to sit with me for all my... Oh, hang on a minute. Ooh, I like this green. I think I found it. I think this is it. Look at that. Yes. Yes, this is it. I'm really excited. Can I use this same shade, same palette? Yeah, I can use it in the training room. Let's make this one blue. And for the bedroom, we can use maybe a lighter brown. Yeah, it goes with the carpet and the furniture. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it that way. Okay, so that's it for the living room, and now it's time for us to change the color of this furniture, because it doesn't really go with the green. So I think I'm gonna make everything white. Well, everything that I'm allowed to, because there's some items that you cannot change, like the TVs, for example, and the carpets are just coming in that color. So everything that we can change, I'll change to white. And let's see if I can match the shade of green here. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, that's not it. I'd rather go with the games version. Whatever. I know it's not the same shade that's on the walls for the pillows, but I cannot be bothered to find it. So I'm gonna leave it like that. And we do the chairs and the other shelves, and in just a couple of seconds here we will be done. I just hate it how every time I move the slider it moves my camera as well. I think that could be part of a quality of life upgrade, because it is annoying. And should I leave this table as it is? No, let's make this. No, God, I clicked on my color again. Yeah, let's make this white as well. And don't forget about the coffee table. And the speakers, should I make them white? No, I think they're fine because they go well with the TV. And that's it. I think that's it. I really like how this turned out to be in the end. I didn't do much, mind you. It was all the interior installation firm. And let's sleep for the first time in our new bed. Look at that. I'm wondering what this guy is feeling right now after more than half a year sleeping in a car. I think this was the best night of his life. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for today's episode. So thank you so much for joining, for watching, for tuning in. As always, if you have any recommendations for new videos, please leave them in the comments. I always read those. And I'll see you in the next video.